Thank you all so much for stopping by today. So let me tell y'all see what I got on my head? Last week, honey, we had a episode of Fool's Spring. It was nice. It was in the 70s. One day it got up to 80s. Last night, 34. It's probably about 37 right now. But it is supposed to warm up. But like I always tell people, this is the type of weather you really want to be careful with. You might have to leave with a jacket in the morning and come out of that jacket. But we are still going to work out in the garden. And I wanted to share this video with y'all. I won't be doing anything too much on this video. I just want to show you phase 2 of the garden. And then I also want to just kind of go over with y'all over this week some of the things that I want to try and get done. Now, one thing that I always teach is put yourself on a routine, put yourself on a schedule. And I really want to try to get some things accomplished because I have been waiting for this time. Spring is almost here, it's warming up, but I'm starting to feel a little bit behind. So let me show you what I'm going to be working with over probably the next week or during this week. I'll keep y'all posted. So if you're new to the channel and you want garden inspiration, garden tips, make sure that you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. So let's go ahead and let's get started. Okay, y'all, so we have phase 2 that's in. I opted to fill them myself this time. I'm going to use kind of like the hugelkultur method. So some of the things that I will be doing is I'll walk really fast over here. If you see a lot of branches and limbs that have fallen, so I'm going to take those. I'm going to take all of these different branches. We got some in the back. I'm going to take all of these leaves that are on the fence line and I am going to go ahead and fill them up on the bottom. So we'll go ahead and get that done. I told the company, Renew Urban Gardens, I told them once I fill it, then they're going to come back out and finish up the drip lines because he didn't want anything to get stopped up or anything like that as I'm filling it. So that is the priority. That's seriously the priority because I have a lot of plants in the grow room that I have got to start getting planted. I really don't have any room, and so that's why I got to go ahead and I got to get it popping, y'all. Okay, because spring is almost here, and I haven't started. I've only started like pepper seeds, but I want to go ahead and start like different tomatoes and things like that. Now, in addition to these additional 4x8, I'm going to turn the camera around because we also got 2 L-shaped beds. And this is solely, my thought process is going to be for my herbs. I'm going to be growing a lot of herbs, holy basil, oregano, different things like that. And so we're going to put them in these 2 L-shaped beds. And then also, in addition to that, I am going to phase 3, which is months down the line. This will be the opening to the greenhouse that we're going to put right here. But that's after a little bit. I want to go ahead and get this started first. And Chris has got to put, we bought another arbor trellising system. So we have got to put this up and then it'll be over here. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about these raised beds right here. So this week I have got to come in and go ahead and harvest the rest of the kale and the collards. because with the fluctuation in temperatures, especially when we were in like the 70s, almost 80, that made the leafy greens start to bolt. And if you could see right here, they're starting to go to seed, which is bolt and go to seed. And so oftentimes that can change the flavor. So I'm gonna go ahead and harvest them. Now, some of them I'm gonna cook. I'm gonna see how much I end up with, for the simple fact I bought one of the pressure canners that's electric. And so I want to see, and they only hold like 6 jars. But I want to see if I have enough to can. So we'll gather everything up from this bed, from these 2 beds, because I got to get these cleaned up too. I want to get these cleaned up. This has gone to seed right here. So we'll get those pulled up. And then these right here, we're going to go ahead and get harvested because they're starting to bolt and go to seed too. So in these beds over here, what I did was I bought some 45-day cabbage, because I'll show you in a quick second. The cabbage that we had in the fall, one of those have bolted and they're starting to go to seed. But we did go ahead and plant some lettuce that's doing very good. And then this is a type of salvia, but it's coming back. I was getting real afraid because I was like, oh, I hope it's going to come back. It is a perennial, but it was just looking a little slow. And so I do see where it's coming back. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and clean up the rest of these right here, and this bed should be ready. I may plant a couple of other things right here, but for the most part, we'll let this bed stay. The celery is starting to grow really well. And then I direct sowed some sweet peas that I'm going to come and thin out because I think I put two seeds in a hole. And so I just wanted to see what was going to pop up, and so now I'll probably come thin them out. But look how beautiful, y'all. This is the Italian oregano, and it's coming back so good as well. I think this is the Greek oregano. This is coming back good as well. So all of the herbs look like they're popping up. And then we still are holding on to our flowers. I think right here, once these are done for the season, I am probably going to put some marigolds right here, and we'll see what flower, y'all, because I got a lot of flower seeds growing, but it'll be really colorful. That is for sure. So here is the other bed right here. We also planted some more sweet peas that are coming up. This is a different type of lettuce, but those are great. And they're doing good. We started these from seed inside, and then this is the purple lady bok choy right here. And so everything seems to be doing good. But as I was saying, with the fluctuation in temperatures, this cabbage bolted and is now starting to go to seed. I'm hoping, y'all, I'm hoping that these will hold on. But we do have temperatures in these 70s this week. So we'll see. If not, then hey, we're gonna eat it one way or another. Like, I'll just make a meal out of it. And then we have some shallots that are coming back. They were growing really slow over the fall. And I topped these beds off, y'all, with more of the soil. So they're coming back. And then we direct sowed some turnips down here, and they're coming. I'm going to wait till they get a little bit bigger. Then we'll thin them out. And these are just some pansies that I started inside from seed. And then I'm trying the herb winter savory. And so I put some right here, and then I also put some right here, if you can see it. So slowly but surely it is starting to grow a little bit. And then these were the salvias that we had last year. They're perennial, and they're starting to pop back up real good. And just like the other plant that I showed you, we'll come in and just clean this up right here. So these beds are also going to get cleaned out right here. These two, I'm going to let the celery stay, but I'm going to clean these up. I was on live, y'all, talking about this straw mulch, and The family that built the raised beds for us, she gave me something to try. She gave me, she said this is how she does it because she has the same problem. Remember, I said some batches are good, some are not. So she said when you first get the bag, saturate it with water really well. Then just let it sit there. Once you see those straw seeds starting to germinate, close it back and just basically suffocate them, and then put it on. So it'll be like a week or a week and a half process of doing that. But I would rather do that than to get down here constantly and pull these straw seeds. So I'm going to go around to the front and show you the front and show you just some of the cleanup that we have, and then I will show y'all some of the plants that I have to get planted. So I will link the video where we planted this bed up. We have some phlox, we have alliums, we have snapdragons and dusty miller. But as you can see, the ornamental cabbage, that's going to seed as well. So I'm gonna pull them. I am so torn about what I want to put here for the spring and the summer because we got so many flowers. But whatever I do decide, I do want it to be slow growing or low growing. So I don't want it to be tall. I want it to be kind of low to the ground, maybe no more than about 12 inches in height. So we'll work it that way. And then, so I'm just gonna clean up this. I'm going to clean up the phlox right here that's starting to come back out. This was one of my favorites in the garden in Savannah. Like they gave you such a beautiful show, almost like a neon pink color. So I'll make sure I keep y'all posted on that. So we're just gonna get these beds cleaned up, and we still have a lot of things that we have to plant. I'm trying to decide what do I want to put in my planters, in my hanging baskets, and also the black planters as well. So let me show you really quick all of the things that I got to get planted. So while I was in Virginia, yes I did, I picked up some more plants unintentionally. It was not my intention. This is another salvia that I just put in this container. And it's starting to grow. This one I was really skeptical about because it looked like it wasn't doing good, but like I told somebody, plants are resilient. So I'm gonna just cut that back. This lobelia right here, the alyssum, I'm not sure what's going on with this. I bought a whole flat. Maybe I need to go ahead and get it planted. They have drainage holes at the bottom, but I don't know. I hardened it off, brought it outside, and it looked like it was struggling. So we'll just use what we can out of that. These are more snapdragons for the spring. But look, y'all, what I did in the fall, it's going to be so beautiful. So these are the bulbs that we got and we planted in the fall. They are starting to come out. I can't wait till they come up so we can start having fresh flowers inside. And so all of these are slowly but surely starting to emerge, and we have them basically just all the way down. I just wanted to do something to see how it looked. So it's going to be exciting. Now we have a tray of petunias, and this is what I'm already noticing. I'm going to walk over here really quickly to this container that we did. We planted this together, y'all, and so it's starting to come back as well. But I can tell we have a problem with bud worms. So one of the things I'm going to do is I am going to put the plants like the petunias and the pansies on a weekly BT spraying because they are tearing these plants up. So I do know that we have bud worms, and so it seems like they're starting to get on the petunias that I just showed you, and they haven't even started flowering. Hey y'all, so I just have a whole lineup of the different type of bulbs and plants that we've been purchasing that I've shared with y'all that I have to get planted. Now these right here, this is going to be my blackberry. Oh, what's going on with this? This is going to be my blackberry patch. And so we will get those planted. That's not on the priority list. The priority list is filling up the raised bed so that we can get the company, the family back out here to go ahead and run that. So that's the priority. So we'll see what's going on with this. More petunias, not sure what's going on with this. This is why I want to go ahead and get some stuff planted. This is a tray of salvia. So these are from when I went to my favorite county farms and we got some plants. And I know it looks a mess up here, y'all, and it is. It's really a mess. But in about 2 weeks, all of this is going to be cleared out. It's going to be planted. It's going to be edged. It's going to look so nice. And we also have to put the rose garden together. So I'm going to walk over here. I've started it, but I moved it. And so I want to lay down some stuff, but this is where the rose garden is going to be. So we got to get this together. I got to plant some citrus that we have. And then right here on the patio is growing so pretty. But I am going to pull these lettuces up because they have bolted and they've went to seed. And then one of them, this one I think has aphids. So we're gonna get that out of here. But this is the same lettuce that I just showed you in the big beds. So they're growing quite nice as well. And then the flowers are coming back out. The strawberries look so beautiful. And then this is the parsley that we started from seed. I'm actually gonna harvest some of this today because I put a little bit of parsley and a little bit of cilantro in one of my juice recipes that I use, and so it only calls for about 2 to 3 sprigs. And so I used to go to the store and buy it, but now this is amazing. So I don't have to buy my cilantro anymore or the parsley because I have it right here. But I'm super, like, this looks so pretty and colorful to me. And then we kind of replicated this, except we used the curly parsley, and I'll link that video too, where we just kind of did a refresh a few weeks back. And so we put, I think this is the alfresco mix, and then this right here is the global mix, I want to say. But like right now, I can literally just start leafing off of it, and it will be great in a salad. And then the other lettuce that I showed you is like a head lettuce, and I think I have 2 more head lettuces, but this is doing good. Like, I'm super excited. This Italian oregano, y'all, is just everything. So I'm probably gonna start cutting that off. So this is one of the pots we did when we very first got here, because I just needed to grow something and my things weren't here. So this is like the variegated oregano, this is the Greek oregano, and then this is the Italian oregano. And I gotta tell y'all, the Italian oregano is winning, but I am gonna trim it back. It just was something. If you need oregano, you can walk out here on your patio. And again, while I was at the greenhouse, we got more herbs, and then we got some bee balm, and then we also got some of this salvia because I really want to make a space for the pollinators. And then we got a few more things, and I got to get these planted because some of these plants seem like they checking out. Some of the ones that I really liked seem like they trying to check out on me, and we just can't have that. So we're going to get those planted up as well. Okay, y'all, so that was just a little small brief to-do list in the garden. I'm gonna give myself about 7 days to next week to just really get things growing. But again, the main thing is filling up the beds. And then I really want to go ahead. The David Austin roses are here. I've been potting them up. As a matter of fact, I have to go get some more pots today. But if you have watched our last live, we had like a flood in the basement, and so I'm waiting on someone to come here now and try to tell us where is it coming from. Chris cut the water off from in the basement. I mean, it still works like on the main level, but in the basement he just cut the water off until we can figure out where is this leak coming from. It was just horrible. It is, but I mean, I'm just like, you know, that's part of home ownership. Things happen, and I'm glad I went down there when I did to check on my plants to find it. So that right there, I mean, like I told Chris, it could have been worse. So at least we found it. You know, we had to get that water out of there. We used the shop vac. So things happen, but I'm ready to get growing, and I'm ready to be able to harvest my own. Just harvesting the little things that I'm harvesting now is so amazing. So I'm just going to start, like I said, doing a little bit every day, and then I will keep y'all posted. So again, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when we put out a new video. So as always, thank you all so much for watching this video. Make sure you share this video with your family and your friends. And if you're not a subscriber, go ahead, tap the subscribe button, and make sure you tap the bell so that you can receive notification each and every time we upload a new video. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and until the next video, bye-bye.